Thank you very much, William Duncan Gillis. If we could now please give the judges 1 minute to mark their ballots and help them by observing a minute of silence. And again, thank you very much, Mr. Timer. Are there any judges that require more time? If not, please welcome our 7th contestant tonight, Jim Vetter. The date of your dreams, Jim Vetter. Jim.
I am a totally empowered individual. I mean, I've got to be. I've read all the personal development books. I've listened to all the motivational tapes. I have been to all the incredible Change Your Life seminars. I've learned valuable skills, like how to walk barefoot across 50 feet of burning hot coals. A skill that I have found useful for rescuing victims from a post-volcanic area. Mr. Contest Master, judges, fellow contestants, fellow Toastmasters, guests, this was the dilemma with which I was faced. Now that I started to feel totally energized, motivated, empowered, what was I going to do? Now, I knew I wanted to help humanity, but where would I start? I looked around at my buddies. I thought, where is an area where they really need help? It was easy. There was one topic that they were thinking about, talking about, worrying about all the time. It was how to get a date. And I thought, that's perfect. Because the first step to become a totally empowered individual is simply to have a dream. And if my buddies were any indication, this was a topic about which people were dreaming all the time. Even just sitting there at work. Now, of course, we know it's not enough simply to have the dream. You also have to go out and take some action. And that is what we all do, isn't it? We get this brilliant idea, like you walk into a party, and there, across a crowded room, you see someone incredible. So you just walk right across and introduce yourself, right? So what happens? Well, for most of us, as soon as we get this incredible idea, an old voice starts to play. Hey, you! Yeah, you! You think that incredible person would actually want to talk with you? Even your mother thinks you're boring. Hey, remember what you were like back in junior high school? Oh yes, remember that? Remember the stringy hair, that oily face, the braces? Oh yes, and remember your very first junior high school dance? The way you stood there against the wall the whole time. Because the person you really wanted to dance with, you didn't dare ask. And the people you knew would dance with you, well, you didn't want to be seen with them. Remember that? Well, with a voice like that in your mind, most of us would stop right there. But even if you get the courage to go ahead and take action, well, a voice like that in your mind is likely to influence your behavior. A terrifying experience. So what can you do? Well, if you've had this voice in your mind for years, it can be difficult to know how to simply make it stop. That's why it's lucky that all you have to do is simply turn down the volume. The next time that old voice starts to play, hey, you! Yeah, you! You think... And then turn up the volume on a new, more empowering voice. Start to notice the positive comments that are around you all the time. Seek out some more positive influences. Or simply imagine in your own mind what you wish someone would say to you. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You know what? You are a truly wonderful individual. Now, I know you may not feel like the life of the party all the time, but when people get to know you, they like you. They really like you. And you know what? With an individual as wonderful as you, if you see someone incredible across the room and you don't go up and talk with them, it's almost like you're holding out on them. Now, you wouldn't want to do that, would you? Well, with a voice like that in mind, you're likely to take very different action. Hi, my name is Jim. Heaven. Now, I don't mean to suggest that simply having that voice in your mind will necessarily get you the results you want. You might also have to develop a little strategy. You could have an incredibly positive voice in your mind, but if you walk across the room like, "Hey, baby, you were meant for me," this may not get you the result you're looking for. Although actually, given that smile. So that's the way it works. Because I know, if you're willing to have that kind of incredible dream, if you change the voices in your mind, if you notice the opportunities there across the crowded room, and then you step out and take some action, I know that you too can have the date of your dreams.
Thank you, Jim Vetter. Please give the judges an opportunity to mark their ballots in silence. And Mr. Timer, you know what to do.